Welcome to Renaissance Videos again. This is our new prototype. Well, it's our motor that we had for many years. It's a little magnet motor. This is our little mini magnet motor. We've run it on airplane, and of course this isn't our big boat, the bigger model. So what we're doing here is beefing it up. We've got 18 gauge wire on this, and we've got MOSFETs and Hall switching. So we've got a light here. I'm going to turn it off in a minute. The light's off and we can see how bright this is. But so we've got just a typical hovercraft remote control car, and we've got the standard battery. I'll open it up afterwards and we can see it's still produces the same amount of power. I just tested it out. Oops, everything starts blowing away on us. So we will run this later on, but we're going to run this with the light here instead of a charging battery. We can put a charging battery on probably on the front because it's a little bit weighty on the back here. So let's turn the lights off and see some light action here. And of course I've still got the sun from outside. We can see it's a 100-watt light, and it's running probably at half brightness or more. So we're running at 7.2 volts input into the system from the battery, and we're charging at that rate if we have a charging battery on there. This is a 31 volt LED, so that's interesting, as you can see that it's actually powering it and pretty bright. So this is energy that is not used in the system normally. Normally you just have a motor and you discharge the motor. I'll show you the motor here. Now this is the motor that I clipped off. So it's, yeah, a lighter motor, of course, than what we have here. Not too much lighter though. But the double battery bank would be heavier on this system if we were going to get extended range. What we're after is just that, you know, 5 times the distance with 2 fully charged batteries, 2.5 times the distance with 1 discharged battery, 1 charged battery, or light here. Let's see what else. We're going to put this on the Hummer, as we showed in another video. In fact, I still have the shaft connector here for the Hummer, but this was a lot easier to do. The Hummer I have to line up a lot more carefully, and this Hall switching is tricky to get just right, so it always self-starts. Seem to have it in a good position now. Must have moved a little bit on this here. Like I said, it's a little heavy. And I don't have this prop on very straight on here, but we're going to make this as a product so that it can be used for electric vehicle toys. Now you can save money while you're playing. Going green saves you money while you're playing with toys. So this is our new product. We will probably encase this, and we'll provide the parts for it. To run this motor though at 12 volts is really super fast, and it's very dangerous, as my thumb will show. We don't recommend running that without really reinforcing this and putting a suitable load on here. The motor will probably get up to 50,000 RPMs at 12 volts, and that's just too fast for the magnets that are in there. So you know, at the 7 volt range, that's fine. Maybe 9 volts too. But like I said, if we have a load on it, then it would be fine too. If we have the Hummer connected, it'll be low RPM on that case. So it's a little bit difficult to get this going at the lower RPM from startup. See, we need to actually put something on the back here, a timing plate on the back, and not use the magnets that we're using in the motor. So this is the first half of this demonstration. I want to show it on the water too later on today. Alright, we're out here at this pond, and we're going to attempt to run it on this swamp. Alright, here we are. I just want to show what's inside. There's a little thing inside there. I'm just going to run it out here, so the battery out here, so it's weighted properly, because it was a little unbalanced. It's heavier, of course, than the original, so I'm going to put the tape here. We've got 2 batteries here. This is the original 1100 milliamps. This is 1600, 7.2. So again, let's turn this thing on. You know, the table wants to start moving. Hopefully it doesn't sink. Work. No, it's not completely tuned. I don't have it completely set up the way I want it. Anyway, this is the first run, so what I was saying is, let me see if I can get this here where we can see it. Let me see the camera. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, right here are the Hall switches here, and they're not perfectly lined up where I want them. It takes a little bit of adjusting of these coils and the Halls to get just precisely, but this is just a basic run. So it'll have more power than that once it's all set up just right. But it seems to have about the same amount of power, I think, than it did originally. It's, you know, obviously heavier, And so, like I said, we could run the another battery there, but instead I wanted the LED on it. It's pretty bright. Anyway, we're gonna run it in the dark. Waiting for all the kids to come. They're eating dinner right now. I thought I'd get out here and do a quiet video before all the kids come wanting to see this thing. But so this is it. We'll do another little shot with the light on. We'll run it longer later on. Alright. Alright, number 2.
Are you gonna do
Second round.
Are you gonna do it?
So here we can see the sort of the moss on it again. We're gonna run. We didn't do anything, we just kind of took a break. Waiting for it to get dark. Not sure if I trust this dock too much. See, it kind of barely float. It worked. You got a close up there.
Hey Dad, how do you zoom in?
Just leave it. And then let it. Here, I can do it.
I can't see it very well.
On the top.
Okay, I'll keep a guy on it.
No. Oh, see if I can. I'm gonna clean the swamp.
Huh.
See, it'd probably go faster if it wasn't so dirty. Whoa. I'm not exactly sure how long this battery runs for.
Okay.
See, that light's really bright, guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, one of these fish is going to come up and swallow it. What's the biggest fish you got in there?
I think a bass. That's it. I got it.
See, even has slow. Now you can see the propeller is not on there properly. So there's a couple things that we gotta fix up.
I want to see you.
It starts right up. There doesn't seem to be a spot where it won't start.
take the seaweed off.
Okay, we're about to start this again. I want to mention a few more things here. The magnets on this motor are north, south, all the way around. And so we have two coils because there's two phases here. And we've got the two Hall switches here. It's getting kind of dark. And let's put some light on here maybe. So you can see the circuit, it's two circuits, and underneath there, nothing special, just two opto switches, and two diodes there on that side. There's a focus on the top.
There is? Where?
Is that red or what? The light's not facing perfectly forward. It's kind of going up a little bit. There you have it.
So it doesn't touch the water? Oh yeah, I think it does.
That touches the water.
It's like a hoverboard. Watercraft.
They just watched me and stepped in the water.
You're on the camera, love.
Why do you have to videotape it?
What do you want me to do with this? I can't see it.
Yeah, just turn it around.
Because it's got his motor on it.
So it's pretty bright light. Probably about 50 watt around.
Josie,
don't get on the dog. How about I go in there?
Come here, Josie.
I could stand over here and do something.
Boys.
Looks like it's just normal. Bad boat. Get a pretty bad boat.
Disturbing the fish.
Hey Rick, look at Josie. Rick, when are we going to do it?
You're not. You keep getting backwards on the steering here.
But like, why do we don't get to do it?
Because it's not.
It's got his special motor on it, honey.
I don't want to stop it just in case it doesn't
I can't
start.
see, love.
Don't start.
Let's just switch over, right? The whole thing doesn't go out. Hey! You see, the whole thing's gonna break.
No, it'd be nicer if it was darker.
There's either moonstone.
Batteries pull up pretty good.
There's a hole.
Oh.
You're turning the wrong way.
So we're going faster.
I think once he adjusts it, it will, Seth. This is just kind of the rough. Don't touch, Josie.
Alright, we're going to run this again because there's no kids around. So here we have it. Another battery, of course. It's a little dark right now. Put the light on here for a second. So you can see we have the other battery here going. And now we can get a better feel for the light. So notice again the brightness at the lower RPM. Because we're getting out of the sweet spot when we go too high. But that's alright. It still would do battery charging. So, put it again. Run it around a little bit. Here. Oh, sorry. Bring the camera right up to the dock here. So we could put a dual switch relay, which I have. And then rotate batteries around. Alright, so there we have it. Very bright light. That's it for now.